Hi, everybody. Why does change fail? What are some of the reasons that change seems to be needed but doesn't occur? There's really four main reasons why change fails, and as you can see, they're fairly easy to overcome. First, a side note, change is never easy because you're taking what works, at least at present, to something that may work, at least not in the future. You're taking what is known for what is unknown. You're taking something where people profit from the way it is now to where they may not profit in the future. Therein lies most of the reasons change is so difficult. And also, it's because people don't realize that they may benefit more in the future than they did today. Whenever we talk about change, and I wrote a book about change some years ago, one thing we always have to know is that if you can frame the issue and you can frame the reason to change, where it will clearly benefit the person who must change, they're often more embracing of the change that's going to occur. For instance, if you tell someone that they can't drive their car anymore, they're certainly going to be upset. But if you're going to tell them that they can't drive their car anymore because they're going to get a new car, they would certainly embrace that change. Very few people you ever meet in life are against change. Very few. They all want the latest medical transgression, the latest medical device that's going to add years to their life. That is a good change. If they didn't want it, and there's few that don't, if they didn't want it, they wouldn't want technology to be as prevalent today as it is. It's just that they don't profit from change. That's one of the stumbling blocks. So, to overcome the resistance to change and to increase the odds that whenever you need to change something, it will not fail, think of four aspects. First, clear reason for change. Change often fails and doesn't ignite within the organization because there's no clear reason to change, which leads into the second reason, which is there's no clear path. So you may have been able to convey to your audience why you must change, but there's not a path to how to do it. There's great uncertainty. And whenever you have uncertainty, you're going to have resistance. Uncertainty has to be driven out of the equation in relation to change. Third is that there's no sense of urgency. People may understand that they need to change, but just not right now. They may want the gravy train to exist for another week, another month, another year, however long it takes. The more that they can delay the inevitable, the better they may feel like they're going to be rewarded. And they can at least enjoy the perks, if not the rewards and successes that exist under the present conditions. And lastly, there's no clear benefit to the employee, the organization, or the person. This is what we talked about earlier. Change almost always has to be framed in relation to how it's going to benefit the person that you're trying to get to change. When they see that their future is going to be brighter from the change than it is today, or they have a better possibility of a brighter future based on what they do today, they certainly may not embrace the change, but they understand it, and they understand that the ramifications of not change are much more serious than if they continue on the current path. The future always has to be better in change. Not necessarily for every person, but for most. People embrace a better future, especially when the pain of the present isn't so bad. Those are the four reasons. Four reasons that changes fail. Conversely, the four things that you must consider when you want to change something. No clear reason to change, which means you need to provide one. No clear path to change to, which means you have to have a clear and unwavering idea, plan, system, process as to where you're going. Third is that there's no sense of urgency. You have to be able to clearly say why it needs to be done today, this month, this year. And lastly, no clear benefit to the employee of organization. All change has to be framed in the person that you're talking to. This gives you a chance. It doesn't always work. But if you don't go forward, that means at best you're staying in the present. And few great adventures in life, few great successes in life were ever obtained by staying in one place. Thanks, everybody.